Well, that makes sense. So it looks like vocab. Oh, crap! It's not vocab. We need to come up with names.
Backstage with Vocab Malone, where you go behind the scenes of Islamicize Me, which is the world's first and only satirical, polemical, comedic, didactic, educational, apologetic video series ever like this on Islam, I think. Yeah. Hashtag epic. I'm sorry, I'm being dumb. Let me chill. All right. But for real, you gotta watch these. Another one just dropped. It's called Prophet Runway. If you know the TV show, which I did not, I had to be informed about it. You'll understand the reference. Either way, you understand that as we are on this journey, myself, David Wood, who is called Dennis, and John McCrae, who is called Jamal, and my character is Giovanni, as we're on this journey to follow the teachings of Islam, as we were challenged to do by a Muslim in the first video, basically. One of the things is to change our wardrobe and our attire. So in this video, you'll see that we begin to do that. But before I get too much into that, actually, I've got a great surprise for you, which you saw a little bit in the beginning of this video, and now I'm going to be including every now and then in these commentaries on Islamicize Me, outtakes. Watch a few right now.
Assalamu alaikum.
Hang on, let me do that again.
Do that again, just a little slower.
No, you.
What?
Said it so fast.
No, you should be like.
I want to come down and go.
Yeah. And then be like, what? Because we're laughing, right? And be like, what? Is this not
Does this not match the top?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. What is does not match?
Yeah.
Does this not match the top?
Does my skirt not match my blouse?
Yeah. There you go. Ready?
One thing before we get started really is you'll notice that I come in and I wake them up every morning for morning prayer. That's what I'm saying. That's the shirt that I'm wearing. That's what it's referencing, the morning prayer. And so I come in the room and do that. And you'll notice changes to the room and to the characters as some of the stuff we did is just straight up dumb. But you'll notice some changes that happen as I wake them up every morning for a morning prayer. And we frequently had trouble mispronouncing it because we had some Arabic speakers on set. And basically we were saying like, we were saying a wrong word, like a word that I believe in Arabic means imposter or something like that. Because sometimes we would mispronounce it, mainly me. But we were like, well, that's part of it. You know, we're supposed to be noobs on Islam, so we kept stuff like that, actually. Anyways, so wake them up. The idea is we go shopping to get our clothes, and I basically get it right. And actually, I got some gear from a spot down the street. They actually got some pretty cool stuff down there. You know, I could see, especially living in Phoenix, maybe why it would be good to wear stuff like that in a desert climate or a dry climate. The shoes, though, that's the hard thing to adjust to, is the sandals and the shoes. They are not comfortable. I never adjusted to that, and there's some other challenges with it. But nonetheless, it was pretty cool once you started to get used to it to an extent. But anyways, so I get it right. John gets it wrong. He actually literally did go to JCPenney to get that outfit. I mean, that's what he really did. That's what really happened. And then, of course, David found that dress at Walmart. They had a dress like that at Walmart for a big lady, like one of those ladies you probably might see in people that shop at Walmart videos. Like, it was just on the rack, and it wasn't even expensive. It's so funny, somebody in the comments was like, you guys actually went out and bought the dress? You guys have no idea. We bought a lot of clothes. We bought all kinds of stuff. Once you start seeing some of the props we're going to unveil in this thing, you're just going to shake your head like, man, they went all out. So with that, let me stop and play some more outtakes.
Okay. Ready? Oh, hold on. Yep. Like I'm going to sneeze. Turn that off! Oh my goodness!
Don't get mad at David Wood. He's yelling at my kids. They were here, and sometimes between breaks they would listen to their music all loud or whatever. We had to tell them to be quiet every now and then. So he's yelling at my kids. Yes, that's what's happening there. But it was a frequent thing that we all did, and it was all right. Before we did this particular one, I knew it was going to create problems because people like the Hebrew Israelites who I deal with are going to say, I'm sitting next to a cross-dresser. I think everyone understands David Wood's not a cross-dresser. What he's doing is showing people that this is what Muhammad did. He's not a cross-dresser. You could even say he's not cross-dressing, he's Muhammad dressing or something like that every now and then anyways. But, you know, that had to be included in there, of course. And it's a pretty funny gag if you think about it, because I come down and then Jamal comes down as a black Muslim. So it's kind of, the joke is pretty funny though. Like, we're that confused, you know? And then David comes down, you know, of course, from what he read in the sources. And you'll notice in one of the videos I get on him because I wanted to say, hey, that's not the right dress, Jamal. You're dressing like a heretic. That's not an orthodox sect of Islam, you know? And there's another place where I wanted to say, hey, we're dressed like this because the Ummah dresses this way, meaning the community. But David said, no, I couldn't know that much about Islam at this point in the video series. But yet he busts out this whole thing with all these sources, his character, and so it's like, oh, you're allowed to know that much about Islam, but I can't know the word Ummah or that Nation of Islam is not orthodox. But hey, it's all right, whatever. It's still funny. He goes upstairs. All right, I'm ready.
So we're gonna say, yeah. So we'll pause it after this. We're not gonna. We haven't even gone over what our lines are. Where? You don't know what the situation is. We have to.
He got the wrong outfit on.
No.
Yeah.
Just go a little more.
Yeah, we have to, and then it's gonna cut to him. And then so we have to reason with him. And what's the reasoning?
The reason is I'm gonna say that's not even an orthodox sect. It's totally heretical. The prophet would never wear that. Only a false prophet would wear that.
Well, the main we don't know heretical. We don't know heretical, non-heretical.
Fake. All right. Or the point of this is not anything bad really about Muslims per se. Really, it's really not per se. It's about Islam as a false religion itself, and specifically to remind everyone that Muhammad was a false prophet. Therefore, Islamicize me. See you again. Enjoy some more outtakes.
So over and over in the Muslim sources, they're talking about Muhammad receiving revelations when he's in the dress of his wives or the garment of his wives, and they keep trying to translate it as the blanket of his wives or something like that. But even Aisha Bewley, a Muslim translator, a woman who translated the Quran and a ton of other Muslim sources, translates this as, in Bukhari, the revelation does not come to me when I am in the garment of any woman except Aisha. So Muhammad was in the garment of Aisha and other women, and he received revelations while in the garments of his wives, meaning that he dressed up in women's clothing. And if we're imitating Muhammad according to the teachings of Muhammad, what am I supposed to wear? That?
You idiot. Look, what does that say? It says that if Muhammad was wearing the clothes while he was getting the revelation, you're not getting the revelation. You are not a prophet.
Are you receiving revelation? Have you talked to Gabriel today?
So
it doesn't apply to you because you're not the prophet.
So you're saying Muhammad was the only one who got to wear what women's clothes like?
It's obvious. Some things only apply to prophet. That's one of them.
Okay, so
get new clothes.
So
all right.
So
we're gonna have to change clothes.
So he's the only one who had a good case for what he was wearing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's go.
We gotta redo it.
Want to redo it?
Why?
Yeah.
It's just a little rough.
It was a little rough.
Yeah.
Do the same thing, but do it. Yeah. Okay.
I like how much you get to know about Islam, but I can't even know the word.
Well,
Ummah.
I went and looked it up.
Yeah,
I went and looked it up. Ready?
Yeah.
I went and looked up.
Ummah. That's too much. But
No. When I come down the stairs and you guys, my response is no. I spent all night studying this.
I get it. I just think it's funny.
Ready? So he's still in shot. Looking good.
These are the actual stairs that we use. So everybody was coming down these stairs, and then over there on the couch, I'll show you actually. Let me show you so you can get an idea. So see, up the stairs, and then flip around. You see, the couch there is we would be sitting there doing the reactions, and here's where the person would actually stand when they were presenting themselves to us. They would kind of stand over here as they would come down the stairs.